Dominate the Nation, I'm Maxine Doogan in San Francisco.
I am Domina Elle in Denver, Colorado.
And today we're going to talk about the rally that we're going to have for International Horrors Day 2019 here in San Francisco. We are having a rally because, oh, look, you got a furry friend. He's going to come and join us. We're going to start making cat videos now.
Go away. Sorry about that.
I love that. Pussy everywhere.
Yes, pussy
everywhere. So our the California Democratic Party is having their annual convention over the weekend of May 31st to June 2nd. And June 2nd is traditionally International Horrors Day. International Horrors Day is a very important day because that's really when the horrors started to put their foot down. Historically, it was the ladies who were the horrors that were working in France who were being harassed by the police, who occupied a church, and they were just like, this is just got to be enough, and we've got to have some of the religious, moral people of our time to step up and just tell the public and the police to just knock it off. So that sparked International Horrors Day, which is June 2nd. Last year, when we celebrated it, Amy Schumer happened to be here in San Francisco performing at the Comedy Fest, so it was the perfect timing to get out and yell at her. FOSTA and SESTA had just passed. She had done a lot to campaign to pass that horrible law that's now resulted in having a bunch of our community forced into the street, forced into way more marginalized and violent situations. No thanks to Amy Schumer and the likes of her. But this year, it's the Democratic Party of California that's going to be having their convention at the Moscone Center. So it's going to be on June 1st because June 1st is a Saturday, and June 1st is when the majority of the people are going to be at the convention. Now, the convention has a special component of having resolutions. Resolutions for the committee, for the Democratic Party is like, conceptual resolutions. So you can see the link to the resolution, the Google Doc, we'll put it in the links down below. And the resolution basically says that, maybe I should go get it here, hold on. I think I have a copy right here. Oh no, this is actually the flyer, one of our flyers for the event. We just hope that everybody comes. The Moscone Center is located at 747 Howard Street. It's a corner of 3rd and Howard. We're going to be at the northwest corner there.
And this is in Los Angeles.
No, this is San Francisco. Did I say Los Angeles?
No, but I had it in my brain. That was me. Oh. It's in San Francisco. San Francisco.
Right. Well, last weekend we were at Doogan in Los Angeles, so
that's
was
probably what where my mind was.
Centre Bustier things. Thank you to my customer. I just go try stuff on. He's just, Venmo me all that money, and I just spend it as fast as he gives it to me. You know how I am. But, so that was a blast at DomCon last weekend. We got to meet lots and lots of people who are local Los Angeles people, which is important right now because we have Senate Bill 233, California Senate Bill, that makes it so that you have immunity from prostitution arrest when you're carrying condoms, or if you're a victim or witness to crime and you want to report that. So that bill has made it through the Senate. Now it's over to the California Assembly side. And many of the California Assembly members who sit on the Public Safety Committee, which is where this bill is going to go next, are from Los Angeles. So that's why I rushed down to LA last weekend to DomCon to go table with dominatrixes against Trump, and to be able to do that important outreach to the Los Angeles community to motivate them and, get them lined up to go speak to their representatives to help urge the passing of that bill. And also to invite people to the rally. So we're going to have, actually, the dominatrixes against Donald Trump coming to the rally. So we're very excited about people flying in for that. And I hope that you can come, Elle.
We'll see. Might just happen.
Might just happen. So I was at one of the Democratic meet and greets yesterday for the Democratic Party of California. And it was so funny. I announced, about the resolution that I'm collecting signatures from, a bunch of the delegates to sign on to supporting that resolution to, decriminalize prostitution. And they were going around the room talking to everybody and asking them, to introduce yourself and, say what district you live in and, what pronouns you use to, say, are you she, her, are you, him, they, or, they're just, this is an older crowd. So it's kind of a new concept for them. But of course, the people running the meeting are like the newer, younger, people. So it was really hilarious to watch everybody struggle to try to figure out their pronouns. And when they got to me, I'm like, I'm she, her mistress, so you can just call me mistress. So those types of things always get a good laugh at those meetings. People have a really good sense of humor, and they're really excited about us coming. I got to announce the rally at the end. I was running around the room, talking to people while there was a whole bunch of announcements going on about there's all these caucuses. The women's caucus is going to meet at this time. There's the LGBT caucus, the housing renters caucus, all these different caucuses are meeting, and they were having parties. There's a whole bunch of parties in the nearby bars that are going on. And so at the end, the leader of the meeting, he's like, well, are there any more announcements? And, I was busy like talking and texting with all these people who just given me their information. He's like, Maxine, is there any more announcements of events? Wink, wink. And I was like, oh, yes, we're having the rally. It's going to be outside Moscone Center between noon and 3. And, we're going to be rallying for the support of this resolution that the Democratic Party, the resolution committee, see fit to see this resolution be put before the larger voting body of the delegates to become part of, what will ultimately be part of the California Democratic platform. And, that we're going to be doing, education about Senate Bill 233 because a bunch of Los Angeles people are going to be there. And we need to, rally Los Angeles to, get some, they need to step up. Los Angeles is it's the largest city in California. And they seem to have all the great art and culture going on there. But sometimes the politics, I mean, San Francisco is a bit of a bubble. We do practice politics as a blood sport here, no doubt about that. That's why we have, 2 U.S. senators from San Francisco that represent the whole state of California, because it's like that here, yeah. So everybody was excited about the dominatrixes against Donald Trump coming.
I bet.
Yeah. So, it's what's expected here in San Francisco. And I already talked to the police about us coming, and, it's a free speech event. So the police are used to us. We've done a bunch of events before. We're going to be doing more events. If our resolution does not get adopted by the party at this particular round, there's another opportunity. There's several other opportunities, actually, to get it adopted, and the next one will be in August. And that'll be down in San Jose. And so, Elle, that's going to be a great time for us to, go take our dominatrixes against Donald Trump, down to go rally in front of those, social media headquarters like Google, Facebook, right? They're all down there. And that's where we need to take our dog and pony, show, because those social media conglomerates have done super bad damage to our community, and they need to be held accountable. And the other people that are coming to the Democratic Party convention are 10 of the presidential candidates. Yeah, what? Yeah, right. And so several of them voted for FOSTA and SESTA in their capacity as U.S. senators. And so it's going to be an opportunity for us to hold them accountable for those votes. That if they're coming for the endorsement of the California State Democratic Party, that, our group needs to be there. People who are concerned about sexual privacy rights and our First Amendment rights to free speech all need to come to this rally and hold those candidates accountable, that they need to put forward some laws that repeal the damage that FOSTA and SESTA have done, that they need to do some reparations to our community for the damage that they have caused. And so this is going to be the place to do it. And this is going to be because, California Democratic Party is supposed to be the big tent party, right? It's supposed to be for all the different kinds of people. And we're the different kinds of people. And we need to be part of the party, and our voices have to be represented. We're in a representative government, and our voices have to be represented. It's not good enough to have these candidates like Kamala Harris, poo-poo us over the damage that we protested against before the vote was taken on the FOSTA SESTA bill, right? Because that's what she did. She poo-pooed us, and she said, oh, well, we have to protect these, special victim class of people, and we need to work together to do that. It's like, wait a minute. You criminalized us, and now you're trying to treat us like we're some sort of equal partners here and trying to address another group of victims' problems that are caused by the criminalization of prostitution? Wait a minute, that's called being duplicitous. And that is not going to stand. And we're going to call her out about that. And the press is going to be there. So it's going to be fun. And I hope that you get to come out.
I'm also curious about the Republican convention.
We talk about that too.
Yeah, they shouldn't be left out. So, they need to be held accountable. Everyone needs to be held accountable, and going to them as well. I mean, I'd be down for that. I don't know where the convention is, but
we should find it. We should find it and get it on our calendars, and the Prostitute Nation should show up.
Yeah, I volunteer.
In Alaska, with the all-Republican or the majority Republican legislators and the Republican governor, we got that immunity bill passed in 2016. And then here in California, the vote in the Senate was all the Democrats voted to support it, and all the Republicans voted against it. So I've reached out to all the Republicans. We definitely asked for the support from the Republican caucus, and we're going to continue to do that. But
I think we have opposition and support from all directions.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. So we just need to galvanize the support where we can get it, and we need to, it's an opportunity to hold, people like Bernie Sanders, accountable. People like Kamala Harris. That long list of those U.S. senators who voted for FOSTA and SESTA. Yeah.
Warren, all of them.
Because they're all going to be there because they want the endorsement of the California State Democratic Party. The California State Democratic Party makes their presidential endorsements in November. So they make an early endorsement. And then our primary is going to be in March. So, this is going to be the big place. This is the place where all those presidential candidates are going to be and asking for the endorsement from the California State Party members. The voters, the delegates, all the Central Committee members, all the currently seated elected officials are going to be there. So, it's going to be a big event.
Yeah.
It's going to be tens and tens of thousands of people.
Yeah, it'd be amazing if there were, hundreds of erotic laborers show up to get in their faces. I mean,
well, we have support inside the Democratic Party, and some of those people are going to come out and rally with us when we're there. So that's going to be great.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in to this edition of Dominate the Nation. I'm Maxine Doogan in San Francisco.
Domina Elle, spanking butts and taking names in Colorado.